Hi there, we're already at 20% of our goal, which is great. Hopefully people will continue to donate. A couple of quick things. I've decided to use Indiegogo's generosity platform this year. That means you cannot pay with PayPal, you can only pay with credit card, but it also means we avoid some of the fees and issues that come with setting up as a full project on Indiegogo. Plus, you know, it is really a charitable giving thing, so it's not entirely appropriate to be on the main Indiegogo platform, though we could have. So if that's going to cause you problems, if you'd rather pay with PayPal, you can donate directly. I'll have my email address down the bottom and at the end of this video, and you can donate directly there, but please label your donations specifically as being for the Darkzel Scholarship or Art Scholarship, because I get donations anyway to support me in my work, and I need to be able to differentiate and know to put that money aside. So anyway, that information will be at the end of the video and beneath the video if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay, so moving forward, what's the most important thing about this? That's how you apply if you're an artist. Okay, to qualify, you must be an art student or an artist in reduced circumstances. Reduced circumstances means you have been unemployed for a long time and are really short of money, or you're disabled, or you've had a fire, or something that, yeah, some reason that you're in reduced circumstances. And unfortunately, I will have to ask you to prove that you're in such a situation, because we had a couple of attempts to scam us last year, which wasn't very nice. So unfortunately, I will have to ask a few probing questions and get some evidence from you that you're in such a situation. So that's how you fit the entry criteria. We do prefer it to be students because we're trying to foster a new generation of artists to come up into science fiction, fantasy, horror, and all the rest of it. So that's what we prefer, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get it. When we decide it's a combination of talent and deservedness, that's what decides it. So when you send in your entry, tell me a story, tell me about yourself, tell me about your enthusiasm for art and for genre and all the rest of it, and show us what you can do. So if you want to enter, what do? You qualify on those bases, and then you send me a piece of art. This should be the piece of art that you're willing to enter. It can be something you've already done, as long as you haven't sold it anywhere, or it can be something new. It can be colour or black and white. Black and white does tend to sell better, so that's something to keep in mind, but colour tends to sell for more, so we can charge more for it. But whatever you feel shows off your talents the best, that's what you should submit. It should be at print quality, so that means at least 300 dpi, preferably 600 dpi. Size wise, it should be at least A6, or quarter page if you're talking about US letter, but you can do any size you want, but keep in mind that this is primarily for print, because the art that you submit will be sold as stock art to help support the whole project going forward into the future. So you need to keep that in mind. I'll need your contact details to put on the license for the art, and that will get your name and your art seen and understood by other game writers, other publishers, other artists. They'll be able to, and art directors, if they're looking for stock art for their projects, they'll find your project, your art, they'll put that in their work, and it'll have your byline and a link back to you and your name, so that people can find you and hopefully employ you in the future. So that's a bit of help there on top of the money, hopefully. I know working for exposure is bullshit, so but it's nice to have on top of some money, isn't it? So yes, format. Any easily readable format, even JPEG, but make sure it's ultra high resolution and so on. We prefer lossless format, so PNG or TIFF is good too. If you want to submit in Photoshop format, it's going to be a huge file, but that's okay too. And you email that to me at the email address at the end of the video or beneath the video, depending where you're watching this, and along with your story and everything, and I'll go over it, and we as a whole, I usually bring in a couple of other people to judge. We'll come to the decision about who gets the money. You should get the money around the end of January, beginning of February, depending how many entries we get, how quickly we get to the target goal of funds raised, and so on. So, quick recap. First, you have to qualify. To qualify, you have to be an art student or an artist in reduced circumstances. You will be submitting a piece of art. It can be a piece of art you've already done, provided you haven't sold the rights to that anywhere. You will retain rights to resell art, but when you send it to us, it will become stock art, which will be sold in order to support the project going forward into the future. Your piece should be submitted at 300 to 600 DPI and should be in an easily readable format across platforms, preferably PNG or TIFF. You'll be paid if you win at the end of January, beginning of February. Okay, I think that about covers everything. I look forward to seeing your submissions. If you're watching this, whatever you are, whoever you are, please spread the word about this scholarship. Let people know that there is at least $600 up for grabs for a single piece of art for someone who qualifies. And so yeah, please get the word out there. Get the word out there to students, colleges, forums, wherever you can, DeviantArt, wherever. Just post about this wherever you can, and let people know that it's here, both to help raise funds and to let artists know that this opportunity is there to help support them. Thanks. Bye.